where you have to feel like, look, I'm giving too much of my energy to this, so I'm just gonna move around.
Right. Yeah. And that's what it should. Not everybody can. I wish everybody was a level head, but unfortunately, you can be level headed all the time, and then be so passionate about something you're just not going to hear anything else anybody's saying.
Absolutely.
So
And
I
I
mean, I
think
do that.
I think absolutely. I think we all do that to some extent. Like, just use an example. Like if somebody curses, or if somebody like we're in a physical space and they step towards me, or they put their hands up, or like move a certain way, I absolutely will be
Hmm.
go from being 0 to 100 really quick,
Absolutely.
because of a how the person is, being receptive or not being receptive to it. So,
Hmm.
and then I know I can admit that I shut down too. In that moment, I'm no longer am level headed. I am now, on the defense.
Yeah.
Yeah. Gail says definitely has to be a discussion. Did we say this already? I
Oh
think we said.
yeah.
Oh, I'm in the wrong place. Sorry.
No, you're fine. I think
Um,
we're here.
let's see.
I think y'all forgive me if because these comments I scroll
Yes,
and then
weird.
they just poof.
Yeah, I can't even see what's highlighted.
Okay, it says my Jennifer says my husband doesn't like to argue at all. Now me, I'm arguing because I didn't put your keys in the right spot.
I know that's right. I know that's right.
Yeah.
And
I
if it's
should.
something, if somebody's blaming, now so let me tell you, I guess that's something that I have to personally continue to work on, because if somebody is like pointing the finger and like blaming something on me, I absolutely have been more apt to argue.
Yeah.
Like, no, you're not going to put that on me. I didn't do that. I'm not going to wear that jacket. Um, but that's also because of, childhood trauma.
Right.
Being raised in the inner city, and always been the one to like take the fall for other people's actions. Now as an adult, and that was like through middle school, high school, but like now as an adult, it's like, I'm not doing that no more.
Right.
I'm not eating that for no one. Everybody needs to take accountability, including myself.
Yeah, I agree. Donna says, yes, I believe sometimes it is too much. I need to stop and think how my words are coming out right, out, not out of hate. Yeah,
Mm,
sometimes you got to think first, but sometimes you just, I mean, it just got to come out the way it comes out. There's no sugarcoating certain things. It's just going to come out.
yeah, and I think that's because of the emotion behind it, or
Yeah.
like, the passion behind it. um but yeah, some people, you just, I don't know, some people just ain't receptive. Some people just ain't going to take what you're saying and, try to use understanding, no matter what you say.
I'm back, y'all. Sorry, I was trying to finagle something. I finally figured it out.
I was wondering what you was doing back there.
I was trying to finagle something.
Kept ding
Um,
donging in my ear.
and ciao. Hey D, what up? I missed May. Hey May, what's going on? Um, I thought you said Nay, and then I came back and I said, "Oh, May with the M." Hey Nabel, what's up, girl? Never. What? Sorry. What? Where y'all at in the comments? I don't want to skip ahead.
Oh
I don't even
no!
know.
Did mine just?
Yeah, I don't even know. Mine keep flipping, like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, it just keeps going, like,
Mine
flipping to the
literally
bottom.
just refreshed.
Mhm.
Hmm.
Good
No.
morning, Sherry. What's up, House of G's? Did y'all read Jamie Shorter? She's well. Wilson
Where
said that's
Jamie
my
was
husband.
tagging everybody, that's where I
No,
was. That's about the general area I was in.
I don't even see that.
Oh no.
She said that's my husband. He leaves me to argue with myself, and that makes me even more mad. He always says I just want to hear myself. Sometimes I think sometimes we do just want to hear ourselves, and sometimes
Hmm.
they are not hearing us, so we continue to push what we're trying to get them to get. But a lot of times in that instant, unfortunately, we not communicating in a manner that is receptive to them, and
Hmm.
sometimes figuring that out be key. which is an uphill battle, because then you have to not only figure out what how they understand, but you also have to fight against what you are accustomed to, how you are accustomed to communicating. Oh, a light bulb
Mhm.
just came on in my head. But
Mhm.
um and a lot of times that would it be like your message, you trying to understand how they don't get it. They don't get it because the way you're presenting it to them is not like it is not receptive. It kind of makes me feel like when I say that, you know how like taking it back to children and learning styles, everybody don't learn the same way. So figuring out how that person learns and tapping into that, well, you will see a whole different side of a person. Hmm.
Mhm.
Hey,
I
Southern
agree.
Slice. So, think I had something to say, and in my midst of trying to figure out my electronics, my mind's it slipped my mind. Um, and during these said arguments that can be too much, because it shouldn't have to be an argument, right? You should be able to talk like adults. And I heard Candy say you get passionate, right? Me too.
Absolutely.
So, and you start to reiterate, but at what point in the conversation or relationship or whatever, is there a point where you just stop trying to get them to understand, or do you look at that as a failure, or
So I'll be completely honest. Like, there's been certain times in my life where I absolutely, will get to a point to where I'm tired. I'm tired of trying to, get my point across or to have someone have an understanding over my point because it's really not. We all think differently, so I don't expect anyone to think how I think, right? But I expect, especially in personal relationships, for you to have an understanding of why I feel the way that I feel. And if I'm exerting so much energy, then I will stop communicating it at some point. And to be honest, I will meditate and pray on it, and hope that the higher power will, you know, lean this person towards understanding, if that makes sense.
mm-hmm.
Because I'm not going to drain myself trying to get you to understand how I'm seeing something because you absolutely have not walked my walk, if that makes sense.
Yeah, but for me, when I shut down, when I stop trying to get you to understand, it's kind of trouble,
Yeah, you're on the
trouble,
out. You're on the way
trouble.
out the door at this point, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And
I
like
done checked out. It's kind of like I feel like I've tried what I could to
right.
explain it to you for you to get it. I've been patient long enough, and we
Mhm.
still ain't got it right. So now I'm kind of disconnecting. So if I get quiet and I ain't fussing with you about a thing, or not necessarily fussing with you, but I'm not expressing myself to you, I'm not coming to you with things that bother me, and you know they bother me because I've
Mhm.
expressed these things to you before, and you know you're still doing them.
Right. And
Then
that's
you might
that's when
want to,
I
be a little
that's
concerned.
that's when I leave it up to the higher power. Like, okay, at this point, you know, I've done my part. You know what I'm saying? And then
Mhm.
I hand it over. And if the person at some point becomes receptive or finds understanding, and articulates that with me, I'm always willing to move forward and try to, work on it. But I'm not fitting to chase nobody. To get you to understand me or understand what I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah, I'm not. After a while, like if I care and I want things to work, I'm going to give it what I got. But once I feel like this ain't getting me nowhere, you not receptive either. You just don't want to understand. I'm tapped out, and it's kind of like I already pray. I'm going to pray a little bit more about it, and
Mhm.
then I'm definitely going to leave it. Wherever the chips may fall, that's where they
Right.
finna fall. Um,
Absolutely.
but yeah. Crown of Broke Papa said, "What's your thoughts on that, Steph?"
I got so many thoughts because there's so many different. It just depends on the situation. Like there's times where I won't give it another. I'm not even going to argue about it. It's not worth my time. But then there's times where I'll be passionate and I can't stop. So, and I'm reading these comments, and then Crown just made me. How many times I argue with myself. Sorry, I
Child.
shouldn't be reading ahead, but that gun. These comments.
I
it's
just
I'm in my family's in a situation right now, and it's just it's kind of it's hitting me a little bit. Sorry.
mm-hmm. When
Yeah.
these topics be relatable, they be relatable, okay?
Mhm.
They be relating. I keep playing with this thing trying to find a background that's not
Thanks,
giving me
Nay.
Easter
And
bunny.
Crown, my response to your comment is some of the best conversations and arguments that I've ever had has been with myself.
Yep.
So
Yep.
Oh, smile through the tears. I hope you get some good rest. Love you too. I seen that late. She said she was gonna go take a nap.
Oh.
Um some people take their first breath and open their eyes and can't wait to argue or kick someone. It's like they anticipate. They just that's what they went to sleep for, to get rest. They went to sleep to get rest just to get up and talk and
Yep.
argue. Like what?
mhm.
What kind of like what? Come, it's too early for all that. What's up, Amber? Hey Destiny. Sometimes you have to just give it to God. Absolutely. Thank you, Nay. If I don't care what you think, it's a wrap for you, baby. Do-do-do. And is repetitive. Y'all here?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Repetitive arguments about the same issue is draining.
Yes.
Agreed.
Yes. Oh, take all your energy, all
Say
of
it
it. Just
again. Oh.
it's just
Oh.
it'd be too much. It'd be like where do we go from here? What is the solution at this point?
Absolutely.
Is there a solution? Like,
Mm.
And sometimes I think too, we tend to focus on the problems, and when we're arguing over the problem instead of focusing on that resolution or that solution to whatever it is that we're feeling passionate about. You know what I mean? Like,
damn, say that.
and when you do that, when you focus on the problem, you ain't gonna do nothing but find more problems. Now I will say this over here on this blue app, and I've seen it all too much here lately. Some people are just negative. They have negative spirits and they just project negativity into the world. And those folks, there's no changing that. That's just kind of who they are. Um, and we have to understand that and not drain ourselves trying to change who these folks are. We just got to move around it. How
I
should be
agree.
said? Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
And I'm agreeing. I
Okay.
just agree.
I hate arguing. Once it gets on my nerves, I get personally and I will hurt thy feelings. Yeah. Um, if it's a continuous thing and I've tried to let it go or calm down and the person keeps on and keeps on and keeps on,
Oh yeah.
then
I
yeah,
can get
I
nasty.
absolutely will hurt your feelings because I feel like at this point I need to burn this bridge so I no longer have to cross it. And if you get your feelings hurt, it is what it is because I tried. I gave it, my all.
Yep. Oh, that makes me sad.
Hola.
Hola.
Sorry, Kathy said hola.
Oh, I'm like, hola. Hola, ¿cómo estás?
And Jamie said, no
Child.
point in arguing with anyone who isn't receptive to resolution or understanding.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and most of the
I,
time, people don't be wanting it. People don't be wanting resolution to understanding.
ugh, I wasted all my time this morning. It was pointless, but I had to get it. I still have to put the words in their heads.
And mainly it's because they don't have the same idea of the solution that you have. Like,
Right.
you know, if their ending doesn't look the same as yours, um, then most of the time they're not receptive. Hey, Nay.
They said I love to argue. I'm toxic.
Oh Lord.
Or they don't have an idea for resolution at all. That's
At
not their
all.
goal.
Absolutely.
They don't want resolution. They want to talk about what they want to talk about. They want to paint the picture they want to paint, and they really don't
Mm-hmm.
care about the actual truth or
Yep.
finding a middle ground so it can stop. They want the drama. They not
Absolutely.
open minded to any of it. It just is what it is for them.
And it's funny because especially on this blue app, most of the people who say they don't like the drama, they
Oh,
are the drama.
yes.
Like, oh, I don't like the drama. I don't like to be messy. Oh, but you absolutely are the messy. You know what I mean? You're the
Hmm.
one keeping the issues going and projecting, these ideas of other people flowing through these comments and through these panels and through, you know what I mean? Like you're keeping that stuff going, but yet you're hopping from place to place saying I don't like drama. Like make it make sense.
Right. You either don't like it and you won't surround yourself with it, or you actually do like it and you just talking out your booty. Like,
Right. Because
because
it sounds good.
you can't say it's counterproductive and contradictory.
Hmm.
Like you can't say I don't like the drama, but you always in the drama or around the drama, and people
Hmm.
can't say it's all that's going on. No, it's other options, it's other things. Like right now, example, I'll use our panel this morning. Nothing about this panel is drama. It's actually stuff that people can talk about, is relatable, like,
Yes.
and just general dialogue about life in itself. No drama, cool, calm, collective. But
Yep.
instead of staying here and engaging, somebody else will go live or hit that live button and they know it's gonna be some tea or some drama in it. They will
Hmm.
leave something that has a positive atmosphere and go
Right.
to the thing that has the drama. Because
Hmm.
honestly, that's what the people like. The numbers prove it time and time again. Like,
Hmm.
just example, there is someone who goes live and they typically only have about 30 folks on there. But soon as
Hmm.
they knew the headline was drama, boom, we got 600 people. Somebody else I know only typically they numbers to be cool and mellow. They normally have like 100 and something people on their live chilling, kumbaya. Boom, drama. They have over 1.5 people. So it's like y'all can't. It don't. These numbers ain't numbering. Like it ain't adding
Hmm.
up to all this background noise about people not wanting drama. It just
Yeah.
don't. It don't match up. Something ain't. Somebody not being honest. Let's just be honest. Let's just be real. There's a lot of that ain't happening. Around these parts. But
And I think too, Summer, like you have to think like when somebody is born or raised in chaos,
Mm-hmm.
um, peace is boring to them. Having a
Mm.
peaceful environment or a calm environment is very boring to them if they've been born or raised in chaos.
Dang. Say that then.
So they seek it out, right? Like I see it like on the book, like a lot of folks who have no control in their real life over their real life actions, their real life emotions. They come onto the book and they project all this like big bad bully crap, um, throughout Facebook, but in real life, like sweetie, you hold no value in your real life, and that's why you're overexerting yourself here on the book to bully and tear down other people. And it's sad. It truly is. It is a direct reflection of yourself. If you're hopping from panel to panel, um, just being completely negative every day, all day long. Um, I tell people all the time, like, this is your issue. What you're projecting onto this individual who's a content creator is really your issue.
Yeah.
And there's no need arguing because you're not going to go nowhere with it. Like,
What happens in a situation where you have a disagreement or argument with someone who you care about and they shut down or they not receptive, or like what are you doing that? Do you just walk away? Like what do you do? I know we kind of said like and most times like we'll go toe to toe, but at some
mhm.
point, well, no, I guess we already talked about that. That's when we just give it to God. I'm sorry, we answered that already. I'm talking and I'm saying it, but as I say it, I'm
Right.
like, we already answered that. You give it to God.
Yeah,
The
but at
ball is
what
in your
point do
court.
you do that though, right?
Yeah.
I think that's really what you're getting at. Like, we know how we handle the things, but what is your let it go, let God have it. You know what I'm saying? What
Uh-huh.
point is that? Um, and I think, that differs for everybody because everybody's gonna have different boundaries and different expectations for themselves. So, where you might keep trying, but I'm this, zero tolerance, no BS type person. So I'm like, I'm not gonna keep doing this, you know what I mean? And I'm
Mm-hmm.
just gonna move around. Um, it that may be perceived as, well, you know, Candy must not have really been my friend because she ain't keep trying, but Summer's my friend because she, she stuck it out with me and kept trying. But really,
Mhm.
it's just about tolerance. Some people just don't have
Yeah,
the
oh, that's
tolerance
a
for
good
it.
word. I think I have tolerance. I have a higher tolerance for certain things than others, and
Absolutely.
that's regardless if I see you as someone I really love and or a friend or whatever or a stranger. It's kind of
Right.
like if it makes sense that you don't get it or it makes sense that we are here, then I'll go toe to toe. Kind of like not toe to toe, but like I'm here for it to try to find some resolve. But when it ain't making
Mhm.
sense and it just seems like you are dead set on not being receptive or accountable or like you playing kind of DUMB kinda. It's like I'm
Right.
tapped out. I don't have no I'm not giving that no real energy. I'm not because
Absolutely.
I know you know what's going on. I know you understand what the issue is. And if you're just not trying to accept it, like you just then nah, I don't have too much energy. I just no
Right.
ma'am.
And comprehension plays a big part in that. You know what I mean? Like
Absolutely.
some people just don't have the comprehension. I can't comprehend certain things. So when I can't comprehend it, I'm not gonna I'm gonna try to find understanding. But just because I have understanding doesn't mean that my mind can grasp whatever concept you're giving me.
Mm-hmm. Um, Peggy said usually the deadbeats in a relationship fill the other loved head with garbage, stating they will improve and do better, and they never improve. The deadbeat usually the narcissist. Are there like is everyone not everyone, but like I'm hearing more and more and more of this title being used, narcissist.
Listen, I feel like we all have narcissistic tendencies to some level, right?
Mhm.
As humans, we all have some sort of narcissistic trait. But
Mhm.
the way that society has evolved, now that term is actually getting thrown around a lot.
Yep.
And in situations that I think, sometimes they absolutely fit and, shoe fits wear it. But there are situations where I feel like, some of it is just human behavior um, versus being narcissistic. You know what I mean?
Mhm. It's sad when adults lie so much that they believe their own lies. Oh,
Oh,
child.
absolutely.
You don't forgot you lied and now you really believe it. Oh, that's bad. This like you start believing the actual lie. Ain't no way you could get around that when a person done turned the lie into the truth.
Right. And sometimes, and I don't like to, use this card lightly either, but sometimes mental illness plays a huge part in that.
Yep.
Um, a lot of these diagnoses that, we have come up with absolutely are connected to like, different things when it comes to that.
Look when they said because
I
this
don't
right here
start
is important.
I don't start the argument, but let's see. I don't start the argument though, but once you start it with me, I want the last word. Mm.
See, that's problematic because if your whole focus is to get the last word, you're not really there
Then
to
you're not on
hear.
the
Right.
resolution,
You're
right? You're
not.
not
If
trying
Yeah,
to
you're
you
fix
just
it.
if the last word is what you're sitting on, then not what was he? You never even heard nothing said because you're
And see,
just
that's
waiting
the
to talk.
mm-hmm.
absolutely,
Hey Tabitha. Mm-hmm.
absolutely. People start BS when they get caught up. They turn to God, but where was God when they were stirring the pot or starting it all and sitting back and watching the mess? There's a lot of those people in this blue app. Indeed,
Mm-hmm.
indeed.
Now look
Um,
what Jamie. She said, "I'm just too old and too tired to argue with folks. I got the all my life I've had to fight." Now, Jamie, Jamie.
Jamie, aren't you banned? I
The
mean,
way you be
sorry.
cussing, ain't no
She
Jamie.
tussles
You know what I'm
every
saying?
day.
She be tussling every time I go to a
he
live to go
does.
catch, and she be in them comments, boop 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 boop.
Yep,
But
tussling every
I
time.
think, Jamie, I think you be misunderstood though. I think Jamie is kind of like me. I think she is like she be trying to get people to understand where she's coming from, and it turns into a tussle. Now that might be trying to give you some grace, but baby,
Yeah, I was
mm,
fit.
I was about
Look,
to say, because your feet are going to be on fire, girl. If you be tussling.
but once again, I think that too falls back with even like with Jamie or even myself. Like you don't see me tussling too often in the comments and places, right? Like I'm very like aware of what I get myself intertwined with. But when I
Mhm.
see Jamie, it's like these are things that she feels passionate about. These are things that I feel like
Mhm.
connect to her real life in some way, and she feels passionate about it. So she's gonna speak her truth,
Yep.
um, and whether anybody likes it or not, and that's okay. Get it,
Yeah.
Jamie?
But that's why I said I feel like it be misconstrued, like how she be actually
Right.
coming off. I think she be trying to get people to understand, like, no, that's not the truth. That's not what happened.
Right.
I know personally how this person
Yeah.
engages or interacts. I've
Right.
had this experience. Like, have you had an actual experience, or you just listening to people? So it comes off as her trying to beat you down, but she
Right.
really just be trying to get you to understand. And that's how I be. People misinterpret my personality all the time or my character. And a lot of times through text, is misunderstood. I get it. But because I like to ask questions or get clarity, people like, you just want to argue. No, I don't. I'm trying to understand where you coming from.
Right.
Or I'm
Good
trying to
morning,
get you
Jack
to
Fat.
understand where I'm coming from. Hey Jack. Hey Diva Doll. Diva Doll, you want to do an interview? I'll talk to you about that on the flip side. Um, she
So
said, "You are
Shark,
being too kind. Many people play dumbbell often to avoid ownership of their part of conflict.
Mhm.
They do play.
sometimes it sometimes it happens, but I trust and believe I'm not really the kind of understanding person. Like
Mhm.
I try to be to a point, but once we cross over that line, there's I don't give nothing any more energy, if that makes sense. Like
Mhm.
I get to a point and then I just let it go. Like I ain't got time for it.
That's true. Me and my old man have a saying. We say everyday positive vibes, and that helps us from arguing. Oh, that's cute.
Tabitha, I can't ever take you serious.
You and these tacos.
Tacos.
She was talking about these tacos the last couple days.
I know.
Hmm.
I truly believe that when you get to a certain age, arguing is just too much. Zero tolerance.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because in my 20s, honey, I'd argue with you.
Tussle
Um,
you down.
I would argue. I would tussle with you to the end. But look, I'm telling my age, but I'm 43 years old and I ain't got time for it. We don't have the same idea of resolution, so I just move around
Mm-hmm. When the
when the
same
same.
person is in the most of the drama situation, they are a common denominator. Maybe they are the problem.
Hmm.
Maybe or maybe not. But I get it. I just was talking about that the other day. I'm like, I forget whether it was in a public setting or private setting, but I was like, oftentimes people have that view. If you always in some stuff, you be the common denominator, you the problem. But because of the stuff that I've been, excuse me, faced with on this here beautiful blue app, I am going to say firmly that is not always the case.
Yeah.
It's not.
Well,
It's just not. And I know it could look like that, but um, I might be the common denominator, but I'm not the actual issue.
right. But also on the flip side of that, playing devil's advocate, Summer, you may have, and this is in like real life or on the blue app, you may have that one
Mhm.
friend who has a falling out with five, six other people on a regular basis,
Mhm.
and doesn't ever take accountability for their actions,
Yes.
or how they are presented or how they present themselves,
Mhm.
um, and always wants to point the finger at everybody else when
Yeah.
whole time you're that common denominator that continues to have these types of situations go on.
Can I
Yeah.
Um,
get a amen? Say it again, Queen.
Girl.
Sorry.
and sometimes we have to take a step back and look at that too. Like when you have somebody who's being messy or drama filled, or just downright rude, like okay, is this just this person or is it the environment, around? Oftentimes you'll
Sorry.
figure out that it's coming from a core source, um, in
Yeah.
a situation. So
Yeah, you gotta be, because it definitely could be that, man.
You
She said, I
can't
love
change
you.
what you don't
We love you
acknowledge.
too, Jamie.
absolutely.
Can't
They
change what you
said,
don't acknowledge.
now, don't get me wrong. If it's about something small, then nah. But if it's serious, I'll pay attention. But I always been quiet. But now, baby, nah, yeah. They be doing too much now. They need to go back in her box. Okay. Some people just want to destroy your image and lie to make themselves look good. Say that
Yeah.
again, Sean. Okay.
Mhm.
And that's what it be. For me, at least over on this side, it be just people want to destroy your character, make you look like the enemy. They want to make you look so bad. And they do a good job with some people, but some people see through it. And all you can do is continue to be you. Um and I was giving a lot of energy to that stuff at one point. And at one point I fall back. I feel like it just depends on how I'm feeling that day. Do I want to give it energy? Not today, maybe tomorrow. Like
You know how
right
many
now,
times I've heard some. You know how many
I'm on a
times,
break.
y'all, I've heard Summer say that. Do
Say
I want to give
what?
this energy today?
I ain't gave them no energy the last couple days. I've been doing real
Yeah,
good.
she will do that. She'll say, "Do I want to give them energy today?" And then she'll say, "Nope, I'm
Hmm.
gonna, I'm gonna take a week off or this off," and she does it.
Yeah. I try to not allow it to control me versus me controlling it, because honestly,
Right.
for me, it be content. It be just content. Like, we got something to talk about. I need to check to make sure that video didn't get flagged. But we'll get into that later. Um, but yeah, yes, I was trying to get up, girl. I don't know how to do all of that. I had to download the app and everything. Diva Doll, you ain't had to download the app, but I'll talk to you in the back end.
Yeah, I was trying
Because
to
I
help her in the
definitely.
comments yesterday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
trying
know
to
why
help her.
some people have such difficulty using StreamYard.
Yeah,
Especially if you just use a link.
People
yeah,
have such difficult, and it's like a boop 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 3-step process. I feel like it's 3 steps, and that's it.
Good
yeah.
Hey,
morning,
Nikki, how
Nikki.
you feeling, love?
Good morning, everybody that's come in while we scrolling comments.
She said, if it's not about the money, I'm not going back and forth no more. She said, give me the money, give me the money.
Yeah.
Yes. I'm only 29, so I got one more year to tussle. Child, how old am I? I be tussling. Child, the age ain't nothing but a number. What you talking about? She said, I've had that issue with people all my life. I just want to know and understand. Oh my God, Jamie, we like twins. We was born from another mister and another sister. I've had that issue with people all my life. I just want to know and understand what the person is saying. Like, give me a reason why. And most of the time, especially on this app, nobody ever wants to give an answer. They just want to attack you for asking a question and calling them out.
Hmm.
Right. And that let me know, like, I need to understand why you feel this way. Give me an example. And if you can't give me an example, that just tell me that you just want to tussle. You don't have no real reason.
Right.
You either following behind what somebody else said, or that
Mhm.
is just your energy. Because if you can't even give somebody a reason as to why you feel that way or an example, then it's probably BS. I'm,
I mean, didn't we just have I can't even remember her name. I'm so sorry, but we had somebody on here that explained she just likes to troll.
mm-hmm.
She does it just because she enjoys it. It's exciting, you know.
Child.
A lot of times it's
Hey,
attention.
Maya.
These folks just want
All right.
attention.
Yeah. Jack said, I'll argue with anyone at any age, and them big facts.
I
Okay.
believe you. I
I like
believe you.
I like the way Jack argue though. Cause she be what they call it, what they used to call it, Candy, when people used to take shots at each other. When it was fun. It wasn't
Jugging and roasting and
Roasted,
roasting.
yeah.
yeah.
Jamie Jack like the roast, so I like when she get into it. You have to take actions when you're wrong. Some people don't know how to pick up for their wrongs. True. Where
Uh,
was it that we talked in length about folks who throw stones and hide their hands? Remember, just because you didn't see them throw it doesn't mean they didn't. Facts.
hmm.
Say it again. Say it
Absolutely.
again. Shanae, I'm not sure what you sent, Shanae, but thank you. If it's sticker
Good
or stars,
morning, Maya.
appreciate you. Whew, Charlene, thank you, boo. I'm 66 all seriousness, just too draining unless I'm defending a loved one like my child or grandchild, then it's on like Sasong. I'll fight you. Not
That's the
Sasong.
song.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness.
I'm the same
Sure.
way, especially my nieces
Mm.
and nephews and stuff. They get on my nerves. But you let something, I'm gonna, I'm there. You know.
Hey
Yeah.
Latrice.
Oh,
She said child arguing will send a relationship in all types of ways, but the right one, especially if it's all the time. But it's also relationships that love the toxic of arguing. I mentioned that earlier. Like some people like that. I ain't seen nobody talk on that part. That part. Everybody is talking about it being too much. But I did mention there are some people that enjoy it. It's like, oh, let's argue today to get the juice going. I do nitpick with my husband on purpose, but it don't be an argument. Like
right.
it'll just be he be like, why you? It just be just to get on his nerves because I like to see his reaction. You know what I'm
Morning,
saying? But
cupcake.
those don't be arguments.
No, I saw something just a second ago. I
Hmm.
wanted to, Maya. I hope you feel better.
Oh, Maya not feeling good. Feel better, love. Thank you for the star. If it was for me, thank you for the stars. I can't tell now no more since we all got the we all regular degular. Uh,
Sorry, we was up here. My bad.
I think Summer, talking about those people who thrive in those relationships that have all that argumentative energy. I think a lot of times though that falls back on what I had said about like they people who come from chaos. Sometimes they don't receive love the same way that others do. Sometimes the abuse becomes the verbal abuse becomes a way that they feel loved or that they're getting the attention that they need um in that toxic relationship. um I just think I can't do it. Mm-mm.
What is?
Did we read this one? Yeah, I think we
I'm
hey,
did.
cupcake.
Mm.
If it ain't about the money, I know that's right. But no, Jamie writing what she wrote, I'm like, bingo, because that is me. That's me. And people misconstrue that all the time. I feel like people don't like people just not to like people. Facts. Facts. Who funny?
Jack Facts.
Oh, yeah. Oh, goodness.
Love Boss says, I have kept my mouth shut for over a year now, and finally, I'm speaking my truth. And some people are mad because I'm posting videos and reels of my truth. But they had over a year to cyberbully and harass me and my family, and it's time the truth comes out. And hopefully, with me telling my truth, it will save the next from going through what I have been and am still going through. Ooh, I'm sorry you're going through that, especially cyberbullying. It's stupid. Cyberbullying, bullying in general is just disgusting.
Um, Facts. So when she argue, I can respect it because it's honesty, not just talking a bunch of BS. Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
They said I'm not fighting no one 55 and taller, 55 inches and tall. I'll run. Girl, what did Latrice say? She said it's a turn on to many. It's that after action that they going for. I know. Oh
Oh,
my
Latrice.
gosh.
Uh,
Jack is crazy, man. Hmm. Our mate don't matter. They knew what they was expecting. The if.
mhm. She said they knew what they were getting themselves
I
into.
saw people coming for Jack in comments yesterday. I was like, dang.
People be out of control. They trying to figure Jack out though. That's what it is. They trying to figure out who she is. What she gonna be about? Excuse me. I need to get up because I need to go to the stove.
Crown said, "This is a little off topic, but how do you argue with a messenger? You know, someone that's always bringing you the BS others are saying. They don't stand up for you, they just bring you BS to get you to argue with another. Sometimes I want to knock down the messenger. Quit bringing me BS."
So you know how you combat that. You ask them, well, were you if they were a part of the conversation? What did you say? If it's one of those, if it's not, if it's just them carrying a bone, you tell them stop bringing me the mess. And when they don't listen and they bring you something else, those people get blocked. I've done that when I was trying to avoid a certain topic because I just didn't want to give it no energy. You have to protect your energy and you have to do what you can do. And unfortunately, if people can't respect your boundaries, because at that point you're being disrespectful to my wishes. I've told you I don't want to see it. I've told you don't bring it to me. I told you I don't want to engage in it. But you continuously put this thing in front of my face or you continuously sending me something, now you get blocked. Now you get blocked, and then those people act lost. Well, oh my God, what did I do? What? Come on now. So that's what I would. That's how I have handled situations like that in the past. If I said don't bring it to you, me, and I've directly told you not to, I let you know if you bring it to me, I'm going to block you, and that's what I do. Boom, no more messages.
Boom, no more messages.
Gail said yes, they believe you care when you argue. My ex was like that, hence he's my ex. So nobody got time for that. You thinking an argument is what's gonna tell you I love you. What's up, Ryan with Mike? Can y'all check the big chat? And I'm
Yep,
serious
I'm
with
already on it.
and I'm serious with any argument, even with my man. Y'all know I broke up with that man. Childish barbecue sauce is killing me. If women are strong and independent from men, why are they not strong and independent from the government? What, Eddie? If women are strong and independent from men. Oh, Eddie, do you know that women are outranking men in 2023, beloved? And not through the government. We out here getting it, my man. We out here getting it. Degrees be on stack, bank account be on swole, and it ain't government money. That's a small percentage. And that's the thing. I think people minds be so closed minded. We see what we see around us in our small area, and we forget and often forget that the world is vast. It's more than just your 6 block radius and your little city or whatever that you live in. It's huge, and if you go check them numbers, women out here winning, boo. They out here cashing in and cashing out. Okay.
What Summer said.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Oh no, is it still raining, Maya? I don't want to be in the rain, but I need to. I'm supposed to be going to dinner with my sisters, and I wanted to go to the store. Well, I almost divorced my husband. What you say? Last night because he got me the wrong coffee. Wow.
So
Wow.
I actually saw a news article the other day where these kids got into a fight because one got a better Christmas present than the other, and one of them ended up with a pow pow, you know?
Mm,
It's crazy. Over a Christmas present.
that's crazy. That's crazy, man. Some stuff don't have to go wherever you're going. It don't be making no sense at all.
Oh, dang,
And they
it's
said,
already time. Dang.
yep, tell the person come to me. I don't want to hear from a third party. If they can't come to me personally with the problem they have, it isn't worth my time. And if they don't
Yep.
say my name directly, I don't want to hear about it. Because if it ain't directed, it ain't respected. You can talk in all kind of circles, ups and down, roots arounds. You know, Mary had a little lambs, whatever. If you ain't saying my name, I don't care what you allegedly talking about. Cause mm. Crown X. What they was doing when they was saying that if it wasn't nothing, then I'm going to stand on business with you. I'm finna stand on business. Period. I'm about to start a page called Stand on Business.
Hang on. Uh, As
It's
long
time.
as everyone is welcome here, as long as you're respectful. Sorry.
What I
I have
miss?
I'm reading some comments at the bottom.
Yes, Eddie, everyone is welcome here. As long as you're, you know, those cap letters, when you put in your comment earlier, that comes off pretty aggressively.
He
I
said
don't know if
don't
you've
block
been
me because
told
I'm
that.
transgender. What do you being
Yeah,
transgender got to do with the
has
block button?
nothing.
You the transgenders can get the block too. What you talking about?
Yeah.
What is going on? Oh, he a troll. Ignore him. Ignore him, y'all. Ignore him. He a troll. He here just to start to disrupt the conversation. Ignore him. But y'all know what time it is. It's time for affirmations, y'all. So we finna do our breathing techniques. If you're able to stand in front of the mirror at this time, I ask that you do so. If you can't, find a seat that you can be comfortable in so you can close your eyes. And if you are driving, please pay attention to the road. Um, respect the traffic. Don't close your eyes. Now we're gonna get into this breathing technique. Y'all ready? Y'all getting your positions? Are y'all in the mirror? Y'all sitting down? Y'all chilling? Where y'all at? Y'all ready? So we're going to inhale through our nose, deep breaths. And then you're going to exhale through your mouth, slow and steady, releasing that air. And you're going to focus on your breathing. Focus on you inhaling and exhaling. And what's going to happen is hopefully you don't have nothing rolling around in your head because we took it away with this conversation. But if you do by chance, focusing on your breath will help you to clear your mind, so those burdens are lifted in that moment. So let's go, you guys. We're going to do this 3 times. Inhale, exhale. Let's go again. Inhale, exhale. One more time. Inhale, exhale. Well, that felt good this morning. Steph is going to handle our affirmations. I hand the mic over to her.
Today, I'm going to master my tone of voice before approaching situations. I'm listening to the other side of the story. There is no win or lose. Let's find the best way. I will show respect when communicating. There's no fear. I don't need to sweep this under the rug. I can harness positive emotions while still dealing with this issue. And last but not least, the opposite of a profound truth may well be another's profound truth. And there you have it.
Thank you for those beautiful affirmations, you guys. I hope that you guys enjoyed this morning's sip and chat because we enjoyed you guys. We are here each and every Monday through Friday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, somewhere around that time. And I hope that you have a blessed day, you guys. Make sure y'all tune in for I don't know if I'm doing a. I know I've been neglecting y'all. I'm trying to get my life together. I'm busy today actually because I was about to say make sure y'all tune in, but I'm probably not going to be available for my normal time slot because I got some things to do today. I'm going to try to get a live out to y'all today and recap all this mess that's been happening on Facebook, especially that whole Brandy, Tati, and Trey situation because that's hot and
Mm.
spicy. Okay, so enjoy the rest of y'all day. Make sure y'all following everybody on the panel, please and thank you. Please go follow Steps Corner and Candy Goddess, and of course your girl Summer's Room. Talk to y'all later.
Bye, y'all. Have a good day.
She said, "Did you really enjoy us?" I cannot.